Yeah, what's going on, yo? Man. It's heavy, it's heavy out here. Oh man, it's heavy out here. I was trying to, I was trying to call upon something, uh, meaning myself. So don't get it twisted. I always call upon me. You see, I don't know nothing about anything on the outside of me that's different than me. You see, so I gotta call upon myself. They don't have no different names and things. You see, I mean I don't know. Listen. I don't know. I don't know how the people. I don't know how the people do it. You see, I got to stay singular. I got to stay singular in this body and try to find my other me's, you see, that I'm connected to, you see, because whoever I'm connected to, looking through their eyes, they're connected to me, you see. I am them, you see, and whoever them are, or whoever they uh, they're doing the same thing. We're inside of them, or they inside of us, looking at themselves, you see, with just one big body, you see, just one big body. You see, I'm still trying to, I'm still trying to figure, why do I use the word try 297? Why do I use the word try 297? Why do I need a key to open the door? Key 257. You see, 257. You see, I'm trying to understand this big body. You see, I'm trying to understand this big body. You see, sometimes we have to stop listening in totality, I guess. You know what I'm saying? To when people talk, because there's different elements or different environments that people go into, you see. And if I'm trying something, that don't mean that I'm going to try it for the rest of my life. That don't mean that if I try to lift that box up and somebody say, halt, bend down, go up under it, you see, and then I try it again, and then I see that it's easy for me. Now I can perform that action without hurting my back. You see, so therefore I won't have to try no more. I know how to bend down and pick it up properly because I learned how to do it properly. You see, in the beginning, you use the word try. That's a 2, that's a 9, that's a 7. You see, that's a 2, that's a 9, that's a 7. You see, that 2 and that 9, that's an 11. That's a 2. And then you have that 7 right there. You see, it's tie. You see, it reads tie. Tie me. You see, tie me. Tie me to something. Tie me to something. You see, bind me to something. Bind me to an idea. Bind me to a revelation. Bind me up. You see, I need to learn something. You see, I need to learn something. I'm trying to climb up this hill properly. You see, no, don't try. Just do it. You see, and we all watched him just do it. You see, and the way he was doing it, we knew he was going to fall off the cliff. And they all braced us and pushed us back and watched him. And he fell off the cliff. He fell 30 feet down. And we all looked at the person who said that they don't try. You see, and we just we had to walk away. If that's not the word to use, especially if you don't know what the hell you're doing. You see, you have to learn something. You see, you have to learn something. I tried to ride this bike. I'm trying my best to ride this bike. I'm trying my best to ride this bike. I'm in the process of riding it, you see, but I keep falling. I'm doing something wrong. Me falling and me trying it, me in that process, I'm doing something. I'm in the midst. I'm in this cloud of learning because I'm trying. I haven't got it all together yet, but I'm going into it. I'm learning it. You see, Don't hinder me. Don't stop me from trying. You see, because when I do, I'll walk through that door so powerful and so strong that it'll make you have a heart attack. Because I didn't want to just try to use the doorknob to see if it was open or not. You see, if the door was open, I just felt what was on my mind, so I just did the shit. Because it was there to do. I just felt like just going through it the way I felt. And I did it just like that. And come to find out, the door was unlocked. Oops, you see. Oops. That's how it goes, right? That's how it goes when you don't try. You see, you have a lot of those things. And sometimes you feel bad about the people on the other side of you not trying. Or, yeah, see. They say just do it, you see. I don't know. I'm just in this field of study. You see, sometimes I float around into these libraries and shit, and I just kind of learn these things and try to figure out why people use certain words and stuff. You see, like this word, like the Tower of Babel. You see, you know how people be babbling and things. People say that I do a lot of babble, but I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing because those people they can't hear me. It's only those who can hear me. They understand what I'm talking about. They understand why I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? They understand where we at and what we talking into. You see, so I'm not too worried about what the people say. I'm not too, because shit, they don't talk to me anyway. So I'm freestyle, I'm freehand, I'm everything. I'm right in the midst of everyone. You see, in the midst of everyone, and listening to them condemn what they said they love. You see, I'm listening to all of them. I mean, it's just amazing. It's amazing, you see. I mean, you don't know what else to do, but just continue to listen and record. You see, continue to listen and record. You see, it's just amazing sometimes how all these things work. You see, out here, you see, this Tower of Babel. You see, this Tower of Babel, you see, they all had the same language. They all had the same language, and they all was ascending. They all was going up, ascending. You see, they was all ascending to the height of those who had them in captivity. You see, they was all ascending. And then all of a sudden, somebody came down and observed and saw that they all were speaking the same language. You see, speaking the same language. They all was together. They all was unified. You see, they all were unified. Can you imagine being unified and you all ascending together? You see, but in the midst, you still hearing these little things in the air. You see, fighting your ascension. They don't want you to ascend to the great heights. You see, to the great heights to where you need to be. So your children and things won't come back here into slavery up under this diabolical power or those same minds and things, you see. Because that's all that is. That's all that is. That's all that is. You see, people don't know what what this power is. They don't know what this power means. They Hollywood had to get them. You see, Hollywood had to get them. You see, Hollywood had to get them with the square. You see, but you sometimes you just I gotta frighten you. You gotta put that. They gotta put that gargoyle up there, so you won't go inside these kingdoms. So you won't go inside these boxes. You see, because they're for everybody, but you know, they ashamed of what they created, the power structures of this world. They ashamed of what they created. You see, they created the total opposite of them, and they know if they get the power, they're going to, yeah, they're going to dissolve somewhere. I don't know, but they have a hard and horrible feeling of insecurity that's astronomical. You see, yeah, they just don't like um, they just don't like what they see. You see, and they still trying to figure out how in the fuck they brother. You see, how did he come back into the world? You see, unseen. You see, they all thought he was supposed to be way up there with all this power and all this glory and all these other type things. No, he's down here up under you, way down below. You see, he's down here telling you like, hey, can I get a little glass of water or something? Just shit, say something, can I have an apple? Wait, this apple don't even have no seeds in it. Wait, what is this? Is this, did I create this thing? What is this? Oh, it's been over there for about 3 months, and it still look like this? Oh, well, why would you try to poison me like that? You see, can I have some water? Do you have some water? You see, I'm sorry. Here, you can drink this water. What is this? What is it in? Is it, you don't have no copper cups or anything? No copper jugs? What is this? What you call it? Plastic? It's in plastic. The water is in plastic. What kind of water is it? Where did it come from? You see. You see. And they they were building this height, or this, these things, this body. They was trying to go home. They was trying to get back to where they need to be, you see, mentally. They was building their heaven. You see, they was building their heaven. You see, they was trying to get the infection and the mucus up out of heaven, you see, because it was destroying, the neurons and things, you see, up in there. They wouldn't flaring. They wouldn't, things was chaotic up there. It was a war in heaven. You see, it was a war in heaven. You see, and so they had to go down to the gut and see what was going on down there. You see, and they found out that everybody's speaking the same language. You see, because people start, the higher they go, they start feeling this oil going up and down their spine. You see, they got attracted to it, so they start learning more and more and more, trying to get this, get this feeling that they were having, from their brain stem down, you see, all the way down to 33rd, you see, vertebrae and back up, down to the tailbone. I mean, it was just heaven. I mean, it was just, it's like heaven went down below. It's like Jerusalem came down. You know what I'm saying? It was magical. You see, it's like Jerusalem actually came down. The people had peace and things. You see, they were speaking the same language and things. They was unified. Can you imagine? Let me flip the script a little bit. Can you imagine people that look like you in this land? You see, what if you were unified like that and you all speak the same language? You see, you all speak the same language. What if you all speak the same language? You see, imagine that. Imagine speaking the same language. You was on the same page. You see, same language, the same page. You see, who separated you? Who separated your languages? Who separated your ideas? You see, who gave you free will? You see, to do what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? You don't try. You say you don't try. You just do. You can just do what you want to do. 415. You say MAN, man. You see, you just want to do what you want to do. You don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I can do this. I don't need to procreate. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I can go buy a human. You see, I can go buy a human being. You see, no one wants to, no one love. They like the vanity. You see, they like the lust, but they don't like the creation. They don't like how the creation, how the Most High said, they don't like the joining of the spirits. You see, they don't like the joining of the energies, the soul. You see, they don't like that. They don't like those bodies. You see, because it's full of data. It's full of data, you see, and they think that they'll become weak. You see, and they have no idea. It has nothing to do with weakness and strength. You see, it has something to do with flying. You want to go up. You see, don't you want to go up and then lock it in, lock the lower in, and then come down and lock that down, and then you just having everything circulate. You see, just having everything circulating right up there in the middle. You got this thing called the Merkaba. You see, it just continues. It's just like a little piston. And you see, it's just doing this little thing. As long as you treat it right, as long as you eat healthy and things, yeah. That little Merkaba just be spitting and helping you to travel to anywhere you want to go. You see, and here they are, all one. Here they are, all one. With one language, you see, one language, ascending all together. And so they down in the ghettos of the cities. You see, but they heard somebody talk to them about coming together. And they said, well, fuck it. Shit, what we got to lose? Let's do this, y'all. And so they all got on one motherfucking page. Yeah, they all got on one motherfucking page. Then somebody came down and called themselves Lord, you see, and said, what y'all doing? Hey, let me come here, check this out. Look, you see that nigga over there? You see that guy over there? Well, look, he the one who, yeah, you working with him, man. Yeah, he cool. Yeah. But he was the one that, he's the one that got your brother killed, man. Yeah. That's who he was. He was the one who got your brother killed. Huh? Yeah. You know that? Yeah. He's the one who got your brother killed. Yeah. That's the word. Why you in here? You talk. How long you been knowing him? Yeah. You see. And so they start doing their tricks again. You see. And then you see this baby come through, this child, come through. You see, extra, read all about it. Extra, read all about it. You see, and then they waved at the being that was talking to the young man, trying to separate him. And he said, hey, Hassatan, hey, how are you? How you doing? And Hassatan's like, oh man, we gotta dry this little boy right here. Oh my goodness. Woo, we gotta dry him out, get that oil from him, all that oil. He's just filled with oil. These anointed little bugs around. We gotta do something. Because now he gonna think, damn, I always had him. Now he gonna think. He gonna use his head. Shit, what can I do now? I guess we gotta divide them. We have to divide them. We have to destroy them. They have to speak different languages. You see, they can't come together. If they come together, we're gonna fall. You see, they can't come together. You see. No. Listen. Have you ever ascended 70 miles up in the air? Have you ever ascended 70 miles up in the air? I'm talking about 5,600 times 7. You see, 5,600 plus, I guess, times 7. What? Times 7. 70, yeah. Did I say it right? Of course, I don't know. Shit, the wisdom is the ears that's listening to you. They'll help you. They'll help you figure these things out. You see? Keep talking. Yeah, and they all got tired of fighting, so they just left the project alone. You see, they left the project alone, and then they start speaking different languages. You see, they had a primary language, but they all was doing their own thing. There was no unification. They loved everybody. You see, they loved everybody before they left themselves. They left themselves. You see, they left themselves. Themselves became the enemy of themselves. You see, they became their own enemy. You see, and they won the war, but like right now, you see, they'll fight to the death to keep Hassatan on his throne. You see, they will fight to keep Hassatan on his throne. And they don't know what the brother whom they say was in the past. You see, they don't know what he was talking about. They don't know who he was talking about. You see, they say they love him. You see, you know, how could you love him? You see, you don't love him. You hate him. You see, you hate him. You see, you don't love him. You do not love that one God who you said was on hell. You already know you don't love me because you wear a cross around your neck. A crucifix, I mean. You wear not a cross, a crucifix. You wear a crucifix, letting the people know how much you hate him. You see? How much you hate him. You see? You know? You have a cradle. Imagine if that cross, the top of that cross, imagine if it swelled up. You see, imagine if it was a child right there between the two arms, the level arms of that cross. And, you know, it was a cradle, that cradle right there at the top. Just imagine that. You see, just imagine that, but no, there's nothing in there. There's nothing in there, you see, but death. Or it could be a virgin. You see, it could be a virgin. She haven't been penetrated. I don't know. Do you know? What is this Tower of Babel? What are y'all babbling about? What is the word? What is the word? You see, you speak the word, you say the word of God. You say the worm of it, it's the worm of God. You say the word, the word, you see, but you leaving out the mathematics. The mathematics is going to get you there. The science is going to get you there. You see, you know, you can't fight the science. You can't even see it. You see, you can't even see it, but look at the soles of your feet. Look at the soles of your feet. I mean, no, just look down and look at your feet. You see the chemicals that's in that rubber. You see, so you can walk on something that was created to take you away from a 528 from the earth. You see, you know, look at your hand. Look at the witchcraft that's in your hand that you talk, that you communicate with every day. Look at your hand. Look at your witchcraft. Look at the sorcery. Open your mind and look up. See that thing flying in the air? You see that witchcraft flying? Oh, wait a minute. No. The Most High gave them all the inspiration to build that. Oh. So, you know. I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking to you. You have free will. You can do what you want to do. You see? You can do what you want to do. I'm just trying to tell you how to ascend. I'm just trying to tell you that it's a good place to, it's a good place to be. You can go to heaven anytime you want to. You see, if you know how to box, there's a war. You can join heaven, the war in heaven. You can join it. You see, Maybe you'll win the war. Maybe you won't. But the most proper thing is to just unify with your people. You see, share your scores with the people. Share your mathematics with the people. Share your measurements with the people. You see, let them know how easy it is to communicate with each other. You see, words may not do it. You got to build something. You got to do something. You got to put something in their midst. You see, and stop stepping it black. You see, don't do that. Don't say black this and I got a black business and my black rapper. I'm a black rapper or a black American and black. You putting these things in front. How come you just can't say I have a business? The name of my business is this. The name of my business is that. Imagine if you go down south and you see white white hamburgers and fries. You only see white folks in there. Or shit. What would you be thinking? What would you think? Oh shit! Well, that's whites only. You don't say that's whites only. We can't do that. No, we can't do it. Oh shit! No, that's whites only. You see. Shit, you support white things. What they call white things. I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking to you. Let me get up off of here. You see? I'm going to see how many people can put these fragments together, can put these puzzles together. I want to see if they understand, you see, what Jer-bear was talking about.